What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right, so of course we saw some more playoff action yesterday, and one of the playoff games was Game 2 between the Boston Celtics and the Orlando Magic. For the Boston Celtics, they were without Jayson Tatum, who suffered, I believe, was a wrist injury in Game 1. So he did not play. So you would think that his absence, this guy who many in the media want to tout as an underrated MVP candidate, without him, Orlando stood a very good chance of stealing a game at Boston. But the guy who the media loves to downplay, Jaylen Brown, who I've said time and time again is a near equal partner at the very least to Jayson Tatum, Splash Brother 2.0, if you will, did just that. He stood up, took the place of the superstar, and shined. 36 points, 5 assists for the Boston Celtics. He was not alone. Kristaps Porzingis had 20 points and 10 rebounds in this contest. 68-year-old Al Horford, 9 points and 10 rebounds. Derek White, 17 points. Drew Holiday, 11 points, 6 assists. You know, the same guy that, Bradley Beal says it's an insult to be compared to. Two-time NBA champion. And Peyton Pritchard, 14 points on 3 of 6 from three-point range. And the Boston Celtics defeated the Orlando Magic in Game 2, 109-100. This game was very physical, including the image that you see right here. Kristaps Porzingis received an elbow, which caused him to, which necessitated, I think he needed 6 stitches, if I'm not mistaken, to close a cut. And for the Orlando Magic, they were led by Paolo Banchero, who had 32 points, 9 rebounds, 7 assists. Franz Wagner had 25 points, and Wendell Carter Jr. had 16 points. But the Celtics had 5 different players in double figures. And key to this victory for the Boston Celtics, they did not shoot well from outside. And but what was key was getting to the foul line. As a team, there were 25 of 33 from the line. You could say the officials were giving them a little bit of help in that area. But then again, Orlando was very, very physical in this game and got away with it. Also, they out-rebounded the Orlando Magic in this contest 46-34. So that rebounding edge definitely played a role in this win for the Boston Celtics. Now, this series, although it's favored for Boston, it hasn't exactly been a lopsided mismatch like we've seen with, say, OKC and Memphis Grizzlies. This series has been somewhat competitive, but Boston now has a solid 2-0 lead. The series will now shift to Orlando for 2 games, and this is a chance for Boston to take a grapple hold of this series and then ultimately end this series before even going back to Boston for Game 5. I think Orlando's going to at least split in Orlando. I would be mildly shocked if they won both games, but I think they're going to split. I think they're going to win game. I think what's going to happen, I think they're going to lose Game 3 and with their backs to the their backs to the wall. I think in Game 4, they're going to either have a relatively easy Game 4 victory, or they're going to eke it out. But I think all things will come to an end in Game 5. That's kind of what I see. But who knows? I could be completely wrong in that. But as I said before, the Boston Celtics easily win without Jayson Tatum. And that's the thing, man. Tatum got a stacked team. And people keep talking about Shea. Man, who got a more stacked team over the past 8 years than Jayson Tatum? You know? And while he is a really good player, don't get me wrong, he's good, but I just, I just don't see it as far as him being an MVP caliber player. Nope. I just don't see it. Anyway, that's all I got to say about it. What you guys think?